This video will show you how to access the Adobe Creative Cloud font libraries so that you can add to the number of fonts that you have available to you for your projects that you'll be using where you'll be using Adobe software. By default, you will usually see this Adobe Creative Cloud application icon running on your top menu bar. That's showing that that's actively running. But if you don't have that in your menu bar on a Mac, you can go into your applications, find your Creative Cloud application, and you can start it right here. All right, so when we click on this Creative Cloud application, it will open up with this window, and this is where you can see which applications you have already downloaded, which ones, like in my case, that are in need of updating. When you're ready to get Adobe Acrobat, you'll find that in here as well. But what we want to look for is the fonts, and these are your resources here. And so we're going to click on fonts. And then now that's going to open up a web window where we can search through the Adobe fonts. Now, as part of your Creative Cloud subscription, you've got unlimited access to fonts that you can activate here. You might not want to go too crazy, because if you have too many fonts that are active at any given time, it can slow down your Adobe applications when you're working with them. But you've got a lot of access to typefaces here. So to kind of make it a little easier to search, if you know the name of the typeface that you're looking for, you can type it right in here and search, or you can search by type category or classification. So you can look through your sans serifs, and it will only show those available to you. And you can see there's, 58 different screens worth of sans serifs there that you can kind of browse through. Same way with your serifs, your slab serifs. There won't be as many of those, but you'll have many choices there for the slabs. About 10 screens worth of slab serifs, and all these other kind of categories you can look for as well. The decorative fonts, they have very limited utility, but one place where you actually might have some use for the decorative fonts would be in this first project, the typography poster. So take a quick look at that, and you can look through all these different typefaces and find something that you think is a good match for the mood that you're trying to evoke with the quote that you're using. So let's say that Blenny is one that I want, so I can click on it, and it will show me some of the details on this font. And if I want to activate it, I can activate it here or here. And then now that will be available to me in any of my Adobe applications. You see the little notification there saying the font Blenny Black was activated. If I go back to my menu, you can also search for typefaces based on certain characteristics. So if you want light, regular, bold, if you want to just refine your search to that, condensed, regular, expanded. If you want to search by X height, with a small X height versus large X height, contrast and the variance in the stroke width, all of these kind of things you can use to filter your searches. Let's jump around here a little bit. Okay, so let's say for whatever reason you like HWT Mardell. This is one of the things you have to be careful with decorative fonts, and that is that many times they have severe legibility issues, and you're just going to have a hard time. You're just going to have a hard time reading this type. But let's go ahead and activate it for fun. Okay, now that you've activated the typefaces that you want, you can go back into your Adobe applications, and those typefaces should be available to you. So let's give this a try here. So let me set some type. Let's make that a little larger so you can see. right, so that's what this type looks like in Myriad Pro at 60 points. Now let's search for the two that we just downloaded. Make a couple copies of this. And let's see, the first one we downloaded was Blenny Black. See if that's available to us. Scroll through, there it is. And then the second one was HWT something. There it is, HWT Mardell. All right. So there you can see the different legibility issues, but that is, in a nutshell, how you activate additional fonts through your Adobe Creative Cloud account.